Want more revenue without services? Add Tressic to your stack to turn conversations into outcomes. See how at Tressic.cloud.
Hey everybody, it's Doug Green and I'm the publisher of Technology Reseller News, and I'm very pleased to have with me today Andrew Gilman, who's the Chief Marketing Officer and Head of Strategic Partnerships at NWN.ai. Andrew, thank you for joining me today.
Doug, happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm very excited to be doing this interview and this podcast. We have an announcement, as you can see crawling across the screen there. NWN launches new cybersecurity offering with AI-enabled managed security operations, expanded strategic partnerships, and new platform integrations. So that's what we're going to be talking about and more. But Andrew, before we get into that, tell me a little bit about NWN.
Thanks, Doug, and thanks everyone for joining today. NWN is one of the largest and fastest growing tech-enabled services company in North America. We've grown the business over the past several years from a couple $100 million to last year over $1.3 billion. And so that's really been on the back of this tremendous growth trajectory and customer dynamics as more organizations are looking to leverage the cloud, leverage AI, really to deliver an incredible employee and customer experience. And so at NWN, we provide really full stack managed services to help our organizations deliver those business outcomes, where those outcomes are a safer and more secure workforce, whether they be to return to office, post-COVID, whether they be to, deliver new products and services digitally, or to migrate from on-prem to cloud. NWN really provides those holistic services, all backed by our experience management platform, which we'll talk more about today. We have 6,000 accounts, half public sector, half private sector. So as we kind of dig into some of the big trends we're seeing, we can really cover some of those use cases and how these specific solutions are being adopted by specific industries. But overall, incredible time to be supporting the clients that we have. It seems like every day there's a new technology, a new compelling event, and a new way to really innovate and to help our customers be competitive, reduce cost, and to mitigate risk.
So, what's changing in cybersecurity right now that led to the launch of this announcement?
Well, inside the business, I'll first talk there. We've been in the cybersecurity game for several years, and we've actually, every year almost doubled the cybersecurity capabilities. And that's been on the back of a strategy that we called Secure by Design, which meant in our core offering areas, whether that be from intelligent infrastructure, intelligent cloud, in intelligent workspace, which includes, video, telephony, collaboration, et cetera. We made sure that those solutions were secure by design. Really contextual. And as the business has grown, cybersecurity is really one of the fastest growing segments of the market. It's one of our fastest growing capability areas. And we saw really a few things changing for our business. One was the business was growing so large for us that it was time to really break it out and create a standalone offering set focused on cybersecurity. What we saw from a partnership perspective was we are now one of the largest national partners for Cisco, for Arctic Wolf, and for Palo Alto networks. And so as those OEMs have done an incredible job of innovating and bringing new technologies to market, we've continued to integrate and extend their functionality and bring those to our 6,000 accounts to drive the innovation and drive those business outcomes. So we're now it was now large enough to break it out as a standalone capability, a standalone offering, and resource it accordingly. The second was we saw that cyber threats accelerate. Cyber threats are accelerating, especially with AI adoption, and that's really expanding the attack surface. And many organizations are seeing a new operational reality that the security platforms have modernized faster than the security operations. And so what that's been doing is driving a lot of our customers to have to evaluate exponential number of different ways to protect their environments, and that creates a really interesting dynamic from, again, a cost and risk mitigation to the outcome that you're looking to drive. And so what we've seen with some of our partners is the platformization of cybersecurity,
Hmm.
and that gave us another opportunity to take our core platform, which is our experience management platform. It's how we deliver our managed services. It provides self-service, self-care, cross-offering observability, for our customers, and to deeply integrate those with some of the new innovative platform architectures that we have with some of our leading partners like Palo Alto Networks, like Arctic Wolf, and like Cisco. And then the third is on the back of those two other kind of the movement of the business, the shift of the business, we were able to build a number of new managed services that were purpose built for today's threat environment. And our customers are telling us like, hey, we need more help here, here, and here. So we're bringing new managed services, that are focused on modern security operations, including MDR, offensive security services, ransomware protection, and vCISO consulting, all designed to help operationalize today's security platforms into really a single view so that we can help, again, reduce this tool sprawl, drive better outcomes, better responses, and then strengthen the resiliency of our customers. We saw this week in particular a number of new threat vectors, especially given what's going on around the world and critical infrastructure and others. And so the timing couldn't be more perfect for us to continue to double down on what's working, but also add a whole new set of functionality and capabilities for our customers that rely on us every single day.
So let's drill down a little bit on Cisco because we have a very large number of Cisco enterprises that use Cisco, also a lot of Cisco partners and MSPs and so on. It's a big part of our ecosystem and community. What's your message to that group?
Yeah, Cisco, we're again a top national partner for Cisco, and Cisco
Mhm.
continues to do an incredible job of innovating in the area of intelligent connectivity, which is a core area of focus for us, but also into cybersecurity. So when you think about observability with Splunk, Thousand Eyes, an incredible portfolio where we see a tremendous amount of growth opportunity, both to differentiate and create new capabilities and new managed services, leveraging and partnering with Cisco, but also to continue to help our mutual customers to integrate and get as much value out of those existing investments that they have.
Now, in some of the communication we had before this podcast, you guys were talking about intelligent cloud and intelligent connectivity. Let's first of all define those terms. What do you think those mean?
Well, when something's intelligent to me and to us, it's really about leveraging the latest innovation in AI, right? Meaning that we're not kind of doing the old school network operations. In the case of connectivity, we're able to bring more intelligence into that to deliver better outcomes. Meaning, hey, we have automation, we have orchestration, we have cross-platform observability, and then in the future we're able to build on top of that with more agentic services. And so that's, to me, anytime you're putting the intelligent moniker underneath it, it means there's inherent more value and more both generative and deterministic AI capabilities that we're able to bring into the fold.
And connect those dots to those communities, the Cisco dealer community, Cisco partners, Cisco users.
Yeah, I think across the board, both for Cisco, we're also one of the largest HP networking partners as well. We're seeing just a voracious appetite for our clients as they're looking to leverage more AI, whether it be new applications that are replatformed or new applications that they're vibe coding. They need to be deployed, with a enterprise architecture that can support the overall throughput and the overall dynamics to create great experiences both for their employees and their customers. And so we believe that this next generation of networking is obviously critical infrastructure to realizing everything that we're reading in the news every day, whether that be at the core, at the edge, or even leveraging other next gen transport areas like low Earth orbit to create different experiences that can drive revenue growth and to continue to reduce cost.
So, what advice would you give IT leaders who feel a little bit overwhelmed in today's threat landscape?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's hard not to be overwhelmed by today's threat landscape. One of the great benefits and one of the great risks around the new artificial intelligence era is this dynamic threat landscape that is ever changing. And so how do you as a CISO, as a IT leader, manage around that? You really have several different ways you can go about it. Um, you can continue to buy more tools that could be obsolete, the minute you buy them and implement them, or you can take a platform approach. And also you can take a platform approach as a service, with a managed security partner like an NWN, whose sole purpose is to curate, integrate, extend, and to ensure that we're meeting the outcomes that you're looking to deliver in a way that allows you to capitalize on both the innovation of an OEM plus all of the heuristics that we've been able to see through the course of work with many, many, many customers over many, many years in a very deterministic fashion. So I believe there's a new era of managed security service providers that are going to really thrive in this dynamic threat landscape that is largely driven by this innovation around large language models and then agentic AI that's being powered by them.
Well, Andrew, I really want to thank you for joining me today. This has been very interesting. It's been a short overview of this announcement and also some wider topics. I hope we get to do some more of this, especially in the run up to Cisco Live and some other upcoming events. Where can we learn more about NWN?
We'll learn more at NWN.ai. And if you're interested in learning more about our security capabilities, NWN.ai/security, you'll learn more about what we're doing with Cisco, with Palo Alto Networks, and with Arctic Wolf, in which we were a launch partner for their brand new Aurora superintelligence platform at RSA Security Conference last week.
All right. Well, Andrew, I hear the dogs barking, so I think that signals it's a
That's
good
our
time
cue.
to get that's our cue to move on. But as I said, I really hope we get to come back and expand on some of the topics we opened up today. But for now, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Doug. Thanks, everyone.
Make voice valuable again. Tressic turns every call and text into action automatically. Learn more at tressic.cloud.